If you've been looking for a way to ease into starting your own business, this episode is for you. In today's episode, I'll give you all the juicy details about how to start a side hustle as a freelancer and make money online. I will explain what freelancing is, the benefits of becoming a freelancer, and how to get started. Stay tuned as I dig into today's episode. I'd like to tell you about Start a Service-Based Business Community for Christian Women. It's a free Facebook community I created for Christian women who want to start a service-based business. If I just described you, please come and hang out with me on the free Facebook community. You will find support, clarity, and accountability on your new business journey. The link to join the community is in the episode description. I can't wait to see you there. Let's dig into today's episode.
Hey sis, welcome to the Start That Business podcast, where you will find practical solutions that empower you to start your service-based business. I'm your host, Chichi Ukomadu, an entrepreneur, wife, mom of 3, and a Jesus follower. 10 years ago, I was afraid of giving up my desire to build a corporate career and say yes to the Holy Spirit's nudge to start that business. I believe personal fulfillment comes from letting go of your way and saying yes to God's way so you can become all you were created to be. If you're ready to find personal fulfillment, grab a cup of coffee, tea, or hot cocoa, and your favorite snack. It's time to take your first step to start that business. You know the one I'm talking about? Yes, that one you've been putting up for a long time.
In 2012, I started my international personal shopping side hustle. It was exciting for me because I had not done business before prior to that. And starting a side hustle, freelancing, it gave me the opportunity to get my feet wet, to get my feet into the door of entrepreneurship and just get a feel of what it's like to do business without actually going full scale into owning the business or registering. It's pretty exciting. I love freelancing. I love freelancers because it reminds me of how I started and how I transitioned from being a freelancer to a CEO. I'm going to dig into today's episode and we're going to talk all about freelancing, how you can start it, how you can become a freelancer. I'm excited to share the details with you. All right, what is freelancing and who is a freelancer? So freelancing is pretty much using your gift, your skills, your talent to work for yourself. So you essentially become self-employed. You're using your skill, you're using your calling to work for yourself. You become self-employed. So for instance, maybe I was professionally trained as a designer, a web designer. I can decide to start freelancing. So essentially, I can decide to start working for myself using my design skill or my design degree or anything pertaining to my skill as design. So freelancing simply means you are working for yourself. You are not employed by a company. You are your own employer. You become self-employed. In that state where you are self-employed, you're also considered a sole proprietor. So on the legal side of things, you are considered a sole proprietor. Someone who uses their skills, their gift set, their professional experience to work for themselves, they are called freelancers. So you hear people say, oh, I need to hire a freelancer. Or you might even hear people call them a contractor. A contractor is also a freelancer. He or she is working for he or herself, and they are not employed by any other company. So I hope you now understand what freelancing is and who is a freelancer. Moving on to the benefits of freelancing. Why is it good to start with freelancing? Why is it good to start a side hustle as a freelancer, especially if you're looking to become a service-based business owner down the line. Some of the benefits of freelancing is it slowly allows you to ease into becoming an entrepreneur. You can get your feet wet into the world of business without all the bells and whistles and everything you have to do if you are launching a full-scale business. As a freelancer, you can easily get started with your skills set, with just letting people know, hey, I now offer this. Freelancing is also something you can do if you're not ready to transition full time into becoming a business owner and you're still working. You can be freelancing on the side, gaining that experience of what it's like to serve customers, to have customers, what it's like to deliver on deadlines with customers and things like that. It slowly eases you into entrepreneurship without all the hassle. Another benefit of freelancing is it helps you validate your service. That's a good one. When you start freelancing, say for instance, you are working your 9 to 5 and maybe you're an accountant and you decide to start offering bookkeeping services as a freelancer, it helps you validate that service. It helps you validate to see if there are enough customers who need this service of bookkeeping, and you're slowly validating the services. You know what customers like, you know what they don't like, you know what to serve them better, you know what to do. So that's the second benefit of freelancing. The third benefit of freelancing is you're able to get real-time feedback that you can use to improve your service. So as you offer the services to customers, they give you real-time feedback that you can use to improve the service. So before you go full scale, you're already getting feedback and you're improving your services as you go along. The fourth benefit of becoming a freelancer or freelancing is you get paid. Who doesn't like to get paid? You get paid for your service, and you can use the payment you receive to raise the capital to expand into becoming a full-time entrepreneur. These are some of the benefits of becoming a freelancer or going into freelancing. Now, how do you start freelancing? How do you start freelancing? The number one thing you can do to start is to identify a freelancing platform where you can showcase your services. In a couple of minutes, I will share a couple of freelancing platforms that you can explore if you want to go into freelancing. There are tons of freelancing platforms that are out there. So identify the platform that fits the skill or the calling or the gift or the talent that you want to start freelancing with. Or maybe the business you want to start, identify a freelancing platform that caters to the kind of business you want to start and start it as a side hustle on this freelancing platform. The second thing you can do to start is after you've identified the platform, you need to create and complete your profile on this freelancing platform. Now, whatever platform you decide to go with, make sure you sign up. Most times, these freelancing platforms are free to sign up on. You sign up and you complete your profile. The way they actually make their money is when you offer the service, they charge a percentage from the services you offer, but signing up and creating a profile is free. So sign up and create a profile. The third thing you can do to start is after you've identified the platform, you've created your profile, then the third thing is to update your services and your pricing and go live on the freelancing platform. Most of this freelancing platform, they have test mode where you've created your profile, you've updated your services and your pricing, but you might have to click a button to say, I'm open for business. I'm open to start receiving customers. Update your services on the platform, add your pricing, and whatever they need you to do to go live on that platform, do it to go live. Turn on your profile so that customers know that you are ready for business. Turn on your profile and let it showcase to the world that I'm ready to start receiving new customers. The fourth thing you can do to start freelancing is after you've identified the platform, you've created your profile, you've updated your services and your pricing, and you've gone live. The fourth thing is serve customers professionally and excellently. Oh, I cannot overemphasize this. The fact that you're side hustling as a freelancer doesn't mean you should treat your customers like crap. Remember, the goal is to transition from being a freelancer to becoming a full-time entrepreneur. So the same way you would treat a customer when you become a full-time entrepreneur, start treating them that way right now. Treat them, serve them well, serve them professionally, serve them excellently. When you drop the ball, take responsibility and make sure you give them the best service that you can. The fifth thing you can do to start freelancing after you've identified the platform, you've created your profile, you've updated your services, you're now serving customers professionally and excellently. The fifth thing is to request feedback and improve your services. Now, the beauty of using a lot of these freelancing platforms is a lot of them have feedback loops already built into the service where you can automatically send out a feedback message to the customers that have purchased your service. If the platform you're using doesn't have this functionality, create a Google form, create something that you can use to get feedback from the customers that you are serving so that you can improve your services. All right, next I'm going to share 8 freelancing platforms you can explore. These platforms work for both product and service-based businesses. Number one is Upwork.com. Don't worry, I'm going to drop these platforms in the episode description so you can grab these platforms from there. The first one is Upwork. I love Upwork. Upwork is a place where you can showcase your services. If you are into any online service business, maybe you are an accountant and you're able to do bookkeeping services, you're able to do accounting services, maybe you are a web designer or front-end engineer and you're able to code or create logos or create different design artifacts. Whatever the business you want to start, if you go on Upwork, you can register on that platform and showcase your business. The second platform is Fiverr, Fiverr.com. I love Fiverr. I personally use a lot of these freelancing platforms because I've been a freelancer. I know what it's like to be a freelancer. So I sign up to these platforms. I'm always eager to hire freelancers from there to get them going. So Fiverr.com is another one you can explore. The third one is called TaxRabbit. I love TaxRabbit. I've used it for my business personally. You can go there and find handy, if you're into the handyman business, if you are good with organizing, if you're good with VA, virtual assistant services or personal assistant services, whatever service business you want to do, go on TaxRabbit. They might fit into the niche that you are currently trying to start your side hustle in. Another one is Etsy. Etsy is more heavy on the product side. So if you want to start a product business or you have a service business that has a product component to it, Etsy will be a good platform that you can start on. The fifth one is Care.com. Care.com is also good if you're starting a service business that has to deal with maybe providing care for other people. Care.com is a good place to showcase your service and find potential customers. The sixth one is Zazzle.com. I love Zazzle. It's also product heavy like Etsy, but you also see freelancers there that are offering services, service-based businesses. So check these platforms out to see which of these platforms works for you. The seventh one is word of mouth. Maybe the service business you want to start or the side hustle you want to start is not available on any of these platforms I mentioned, then you want to leverage word of mouth. I use that. When I started as an international personal shopper, none of these platforms I mentioned to you was compatible with my side hustle. So I used word of mouth as my starting point for my side hustle. I told my friends, I told my family, I told my colleagues. You can even print flyers and put them in certain locations where people can find out about this side hustle you're trying to do. And that is another way that you can start freelancing. You can start working for yourself. You can essentially use your mouth as your freelancing platform to tell your family, your friends that, hey, I've started this side hustle. I'm working for myself. This is how I can serve you. The eighth freelancing platform you can explore is creativemarket.com. Now, this one is geared towards creatives. Maybe you're into design, you're into website development, you're into maybe creating digital products or offering digital services. You want to check out Creative Market. That's another place that you can showcase your side hustle as a freelancer. All right, let's recap real quick how to start side hustling as a freelancer. Number one, identify a freelancing platform where you can showcase your services. Number two, create and complete your profile on that platform. Number three, update your services and your pricing and turn on your profile so that potential customers know that you're ready for business. Number four, serve all customers that buy your service professionally and excellently. And number five, request feedback so that you can improve your services. One resource I would like to leave you with before I wrap up this episode, if you're thinking of starting a side hustle as a freelancer, this book, it's titled Company of One. I've read this book. This book is a must read for anyone that is looking to start a side hustle through freelancing. Get this book, is available on Amazon or anywhere else book is sold. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope it has given you ideas of how you can start side hustling as a freelancer to get your feet wet and get into the world of business or becoming an entrepreneur. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on today's episode. Keep listening for more exciting episodes. I will see you soon.
Hey sis, before you go, if this podcast has encouraged you, helped you, inspired you, or taught you something new, please head over to Apple Podcasts and search for Start That Business Podcast and leave me a written review. That's one of the ways I know this podcast is impacting your life. Thank you so much. I'll also love to connect with you on Instagram. My handle is @ChichiUkomadu. Until next time, always remember you have all you need to start that business. I'll see you soon.